Hey, what is up, guys? Steve here, and it is time to start another stream. Now, I have a question for you guys that you guys are going to have to answer throughout the rest of the stream, and that is going to be, is the music too loud? The music is going to be a work in progress. Since I got the audio mixer, I have absolutely no idea if it's too loud or too low. Also, let me know if turning down this slider makes any difference whatsoever. I have already changed the slider. Let me know if that made any difference. I might have to change it via the stream settings and not the slider. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and talk about Gyarados just a bit here. As you guys probably imagine, Gyarados is one of the strongest Pokemon ever made in Generation 1. Mostly because of its moveset, but obviously it's just incredibly powerful as well. Now, the moveset is fantastic. It's Bite, Dragon Rage, Hydro Pump, and Leer. Leer's not so fantastic, but hey, you know, they gotta throw in a move somewhere. Then, on top of it, you learn those same exact moves throughout the entirety of the level ups, except for Hyper Beam at 52. One of the very few moves that is obtainable by most Pokemon, but you don't obtain it by most Pokemon because it takes like 8 minutes to get. However, now that I have this faster clicking speed thing, sounds a bit quiet. Okay, let me move it a little closer to my mouth. And move the slider up a little bit here. Okay, so the faster clicking speed might decrease the amount of time it takes to get Hyper Beam, but I don't really think any Pokemon in the game necessarily needs Hyper Beam so bad that just training won't make it better. So, not really sure what to think about other Pokemon who don't get Hyper Beam, but there's very few that get Hyper Beam. Basically, Gyarados and Aerodactyl, the only two I could think of off the top of my head. I'm sure there's plenty more, but for the most part, that's about it. Maybe Dragonite too. Anyways, if we take a look at the moveset, we've got mostly special moves on the moveset, but that's okay because we have 100 special, as you guys can see at the bottom part of the screen. I know it says special defense is 100, but right at the bottom line, it says Generation 1 special was 100. Now, the rest of the moves are fantastic. We get Ice Beam, Blizzard, which is great. They're interchangeable. I usually change out Blizzard right around the time of the Elite Four. Thunderbolt, which is always great, especially a great early game move. And you get Thunderbolt right in time because you face 2 Slowpokes in Rock Tunnel, which is fantastic to have a move like Thunderbolt for. And technically you get Fire Blast, but I don't believe Fire Blast is all that great. I need to make one change. Just a moment here. You guys aren't going to be able to see it. It's going to pop up on my screen here. Okay, well that's fantastic. I can't turn it any lower, and that setting kind of bothers me. Oh well, not much I can do about it now. I'll figure it out later. Okay, now that we've got all that out of the way, sorry for rambling on there. Again, new speaker system, just getting things started. Looks like we got 5 votes and 4 of them are under 54. I'm telling you, the first run, beating both a Lapras and a Starmie seems unlikely, but we do have one thing going for us that the rest of these runs didn't have, and it is the faster clicking speed. If you guys don't know what that means, recently I upgraded my clicking speed from 2 times a second to 15 times a second? No, like 12 times a second. Yeah, 2 times a second to 12 times a second. So the clicking speed is way better. And really what the difference is, when you get to the end of the text box, it ends the text box and starts the next text box faster. And that's really it. But it will make a big difference. Honestly, it would probably knock off a minute off of just about every single one of these runs. So we do have that advantage going for us. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We also are using my old overlay. The the new overlay is still in the works. Unfortunately, I know that you guys saw me using it not too long ago. That unfortunately things got messed up because Scott made a change and Jessica's still working on it. It has something to do with like the cases being changed. I don't, something about camel case and whatnot. I'm not a programmer. I don't know all that stuff, but if you guys do, then you probably know what I'm talking about. All right, anyways. Oh, right. Because this is a normal run, I don't start the timer until after I give my Pokemon the nickname. So that's a nice reprieve. It's always nice to be starting out the run casually. $48 clicks. Oh, right. I forgot to multiply it by 4. Right, because we played 4 times speed. Okay, well, the clicks a second, multiply that by 4 because of 4 times speed. All right, anyways, the nickname for the first run is going to be Water Onyx, and I believe Shadow had a nickname for the second run, and that nickname was Serpent, I wanted to say. And we went with Bulbasaur as the starter because Bulbasaur is probably going to be the toughest one as far as the late game is concerned. Obviously, it's not going to make any sort of difference in the early game. And thanks to the slow level up group, but more importantly, Dragon Rage, we can defeat Rival 1A relatively easily. So that is exactly what we will do. We'll go ahead and defeat him real quick. After, of course, you know, giving the Oak's parcel, because he doesn't spawn until after you've delivered the parcel. As you guys can tell, it is not instant speed like the recent stream with Groudon and Kyogre. So it's definitely not going to be anywhere near that level of speed. All right, I am expecting to one-shot the level 9, obviously. I'm expecting to one-shot this team. I'm even kind of expecting to maybe even consider skipping this battle in the second run. If you guys just noticed that that Pidgey just used Sand Attack, so it was faster than me. Luckily, it missed Sand Attack, but that could have been catastrophic if it didn't miss Sand Attack. Oh, wow. Rare Kakuna. Oh, wait. No. I think... I honestly... It's hard to remember which game's which at this point. I want to say this is still the Metapod game, so Kakuna's the rare one. Technically... we have enough PP for this, so there's no point in healing beforehand. 33 HP. And 36 HP. Oh no, we got hit by Defense Curl. Whatever shall we do? Or Screech, whatever shall we do? Alright, now we can go ahead and heal. Alright, we can actually kind of, like, piece this out. The first trainer's got 3 Pokemon. The second trainer has got 2 Pokemon. The next trainer, I can pick the one with 2, and then the next one has 2, and that's 9 Dragon Rages. So as long as we don't battle the Metapod, like the Caterpie, Metapod, Weedle, Kakuna guy, then we can conceivably knock out all of these without even having to use Bite or Hydro Pump. And what's really nice, our first typing is water, so when we battle Misty, we're going to be able to just use Dragon Rage immediate, or we're going to be able to only take tackles, because she's not going to use water moves. Oh, I forgot to grab Pokeballs. Oh, that is a pretty big play mistake. Feels bad. You know, we're just giving ourselves some buffer room for the next run. You know, some time to improve upon. And there's the immediate Pidgey. Cool. I imagine we won't find a Paris. No point in talking to Magikarp, guys, since we're not doing randomizers anymore. No point in grabbing Water Gun. We've already got Hydro Pump. Did I knock that out? Okay, that was a critical hit. Still don't know if I can knock out Zubats. Oops. Okay, can't knock out Zubats, so we are going to go ahead and run away from Zubats. Or actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and use the Dragon Rages until they run out. And we'll use the Hydro Pumps on the Rockets. Because, I mean, I believe between the Hydro Pumps and the Bites, we should have enough PP for the Rockets. This is just free XP. I don't want to, like, let it sit. But, oh my god. We've already had 5 encounters, and we haven't even gotten, like, through the first exit. Alright, we've hit a damage rounding threshold. That's good. Oh, you know what? I bet Raticate guy would have been great XP. Okay, it looks like 10 Dragon Rages might be perfect for all the wild Pokemon. And there's the Paris. Nice. Unfortunately, Paris is like a 33% catch rate, I think. Second try. Okay, that's good. Alright, we obviously want to knock out the Rattata with the Hydro Pump. Save the Dragon Rage for Zubat, because we don't want to miss on Zubat with its stupid Supersonic that seems to never miss. Okay, well, we missed a Hydro Pump. That's okay. It's not like it could have done anything. Oh, 2 missed Hydro Pumps. And now we have to use Bite on the defensively tanky Coughing. That's okay. I think that was still probably the optimal way to go. We don't want to skip all the wild encounters. I mean, those wild encounters are pretty good XP. Alright, we did in fact get the Paris, so we don't have to grab the Sandshrew. And on top of it, we're going to have basically Bubble Beam from the very start. So Stab Water is also going to be great for Nugget Bridge. I don't even think I need to save because we're only going to get hit by Tackle. Thanks to our water typing. Yep, 41 HP. I did in fact expect that. I did say that before the stream started, that in chat, that Nugget Bridge, a lot of the Pokemon have lower 40s HP, so Dragon Rage starts becoming useless pretty early on. Alright, let's go ahead and teach Bubble Beam immediately over Hydro Pump. So not Hydro Pump, over Leer, of course. Alright, does Pidgeotto have more than 40? I mean, it's got it, right? Yeah, it does. Let's go Hydro Pump. Oh, wow, that feels insulting, honestly. In some level, that like, Gyarados isn't strong enough to knock out a lowly Pidgeotto in one hit. With Hydro Pump? I mean, it's Hydro Pump. Alright, and the levels are only going to get higher from here on up, so I might as well just go ahead and Dragon Rage anything that I can physically see on my overlay is under 40. As you saw, that Weedle's like 37. This one's 37. We got 41. Nice. Pidgey barely survives Hydro. All right, 34. 36. 37. 41. Okay, Pidgey and Nidoran, man, they got the... Oh, are you serious? Okay, I still have the early antidote, the one that you pretty much just pick up every time because it's there. I didn't pick up a second one, though. At which point is Dragon Rage useless? Basically, this Nugget Bridge, as you can see, we're literally looking above me to see how much HP the Pokemon have, and that's when we're using Dragon Rage. Okay, 39. All right, well, that's the last one. All right, so I guess we're going Bubble Beam and Bite from here on out. I guess for the Oddishes, we'll... I wonder what's stronger, Resisted, Hydro Pump, or Bite? Like, we also have a very powerful Bite with Badge Boost. So I wonder which one is technically better. I guess now that I think about it, there are 2 Oddishes. We can just go ahead and find out. As long as we don't get hit by Sand Attack from the Pidgey. Alright, so first off, Hydro Pump. Down. Okay, so it did 35 HP. Let's see how much this one does. This one does all of it. So more powerful Bite was the answer. I just love how much smoother the text is now. I feel like I'm just going to get so much saved time just from that alone. All right, we've already beat Misty, so we're going to go ahead and move on. You have 53. Oh, you know what? Bubble Beam should technically be in spot 1. The only reason I'm not putting Bubble Beam in slot 1 is because I'm going to pick up Body Slam. And if I keep the move I want to learn over in slot 1, then I can just keep on clicking A throughout the whole learning process. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like it takes a long time to learn moves because you just kind of have to like stutter step your clicks. So no, it is not instant text. You could basically easily tell if there's instant text because there will be no text. You'll just see the text and it will start and it will stop. That is basically how you're able to figure out if it's instant text. No, this is just faster button clicking. There is a setting. I don't know exactly where it is. If Speed is still listening, he can actually tell you where the setting is. But there's a setting on RetroArch that if you change it from... Hold on, let me do this first. All right, so one of the settings, there is like button clicks per minute, or sorry, yeah, per frame. No, button clicks per second, all right? And the button clicks per second, essentially, it tells you, it's pretty much how many buttons, or how many times you like click throughout the entirety of the second. And considering we're doing 4 seconds a second, you gotta multiply the number by 4. But anyways, it defaults at like 28 or whatever, which is 2 button clicks a second. Which you multiply that by 4, you're doing 8 clicks per second, like that you're physically watching me stream. So 8 clicks per second sounds pretty fast, but it doesn't result in text boxes ending very fast, like quickly. Whereas now you're noticing my text boxes end extremely quickly because now I'm clicking 48 times a second instead of 8. So it's pretty big. All right, Speed has just mentioned where it is. All right, we are definitely going to use the rest of our potions because we need to heal before. All right, this is specifically why I wanted to battle all the wild Pokemon in Mount Moon, is because I specifically wanted to be level 23-ish for Surge because of our 4 times weakness to Electric. I wanted to be obviously the fastest speed I could be, but I also just wanted to make sure that I was over a damage rounding threshold if possible. And it looks like, you know, it was possible. There's also a chance that we might have to use some... No. I think I'd rather just luck my way through instead of using early rare candies. As we learned from the Oddish, let's just go with Body Slam, especially since we already know the Pikachu line has terrible defense. Okay, that was a Thunder Shock. That was luck. That was major luck. Thunder Shock is more than twice as weak as Thunderbolt, so that means a Thunderbolt would easily knock us out. Luckily, Surge isn't the brightest. All right, that's it for Dragon Rage. We've had enough of that move. I know our HP seems low, but I'm anticipating the one shot on all of these. I mean, there's essentially 6 Pokemon between us and the next heal, and we've got 6 body slams, so I'm not really worried about any of it. In fact, the only thing I was worried about was that, pretty much. Moving around my moves. Now that I think about it, I should probably go ahead and put Hydro Pump in the least used spot. I think the only time I would want to use a Hydro Pump is if I absolutely had to. Oh, my bad. I guess there are 3 Pokemon on this guy's team. I always forget about the Venonat. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. I just taught over Dragon Rage, and I just attempted to learn it. Although it is starting to feel like 54 minutes might be a tad high for my over-under. Not super high, but it's looking like a 52 is what I'm thinking right now as far as my pace. So unless I run into like a wall somewhere, which honestly, our wall was Surge, it's looking like we might get a 52. But we'll see. I also plan on picking up every single rare candy. Except for, obviously, the Power Plant rare candy. That one's dead to everybody who speedruns Gen 1. Like, there's never a reason to grab that. So, yeah. You cannot underestimate how useful the rare candies are, especially on a slow level up group Pokemon. You know, it's always nice when you have a run where you knock out all of the grass Pokemon. I hate going through this tunnel poisoned or paralyzed. It's just, it makes everything so much worse. Like, there's no guarantees that Kyogre can technically knock out the Oddish and the Bulbasaur with its lower physical stat body slam. All right, so we're doing this for the dig location. We don't necessarily need this heal. All right, we want to grab Ice Beam immediately. Oh, okay. Okay, I just said no for some reason. I don't know if it's on your end or mine too, but every once in a while, I notice my sound gets really loud. I don't know if that's like a me thing or not. What am I doing? Calcium. Okay, I want to leave myself enough money to buy all the super repels. I think I did do that. It's always 4 grand. Okay. No, we're not keeping Hydro Pump. We're getting rid of that literally right now. Or Ice Beam. Oh, I don't know why I did that. All right. I have to grab the rare candy in here first. Aw, I took a quick attack. Feels bad. All right. Grab the PP up. All right, thanks to Gym Leader Matt, we know we can just go right towards that. Dig. Grab the other PP up. Again, the PP ups are for Blizzard, and technically I don't need them. The PP ups are for peace of mind, so that way when I attack Lance, if I get a miss, I don't need every single one of my PP up, or every single one of my PP, because you only get 5. You only get 5. Which, oh, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Okay, well, first reset, good thing we saved. I anticipated, that being a possible outcome. We may want to consider pushing Erica on the second run, because this is clearly not going to ever be consistent, no matter how lucky I get, because both Victory Bell and Vileplume have Sleep Powder. Yeah, exactly. And if one hits me with Sleep Powder, anything can happen. Okay, well, I am, I'm gonna go ahead and skip this, because I actually don't think that is actually a very easy fight at all. Like, I could technically do that one, and I could win on the next one. But getting past 2 Sleep Powders, not the easiest. We can just push her. Even though it fights every single bone in my body, I want to do her, like, immediately. But I understand if I can't, I can't. Alright, so I believe I bought the Super Repels. Yes, I did. Okay, good. 1 Super Repel gets you through the whole building. Oh, I always forget. I keep going up a little bit. Technically, you want to just go straight left, because that gets you towards the elixir easier. All right. I don't need the HP up. HP ups are one of the items I don't care about that much. All right. My only goal is to get through here without being paralyzed, because I have done the top of the tower while paralyzed, and even with a good Pokemon, it's hard. All right. Good. So, believe it or not, I would actually prefer to get hit by Confused Ray or Nightshade over Lick. Lick's just so annoying. The final... Oh, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think the final Venusaur has a Sleep Powder. So I'm trying to think about it. Like, technically, I know that Venusaur gets Sleep Powder somewhere around, like, the mid-50s. Or, like, actually, it's either mid-40s or 50s. Like, it's really high. But, it never uses it. Ever. Like, all I can remember is it uses... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't even think it has it. It has Mega Drain, which is not a move that typically Venusaur gets. Like, it's one of those moves that, hey, the game developers decided to add in, was Mega Drain. Just like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Blastoise has Blizzard. Obviously, Blastoise doesn't learn Blizzard via level up. Meanwhile, they didn't do anything for Charizard. It still has, like, Leer, Rage, Fire... I think it has Fire Spin. I can't remember. It definitely has Flamethrower. That's 3 of the moves. I can't remember if the 4th move is Fire Spin or not. But either way, like, they didn't give it any, like, TM moves. All right, we're setting this as our dig spot. I guess we're going to go ahead and do Koga before Erica, which makes perfect sense. They did? Oh, I hardly noticed. Now that you pointed out, actually, now that you pointed out, I still don't remember it. Then again, all my PTSD with that Charizard is actually Rival 6, and Rival 6 has Flamethrower. Really? Am I that low of a level? Wow. They gave it Blizzard, not Ice Beam. I'm also fairly sure that Rival 6 also has Blizzard. Okay. It does not instill confidence when you cannot beat these guys easily. Alright, I still have 2 potions apparently, so I guess we're gonna use those, but we're probably gonna have to go back and heal. Actually, now that I think about it, I still have that full restore. We'll just use the full restore. We'll probably have to... Oh, right, we're gonna teach Surf. Right. Technically, Body Slam, I think, is the best move to use here on these because they're weaker defensively than Special. But yeah, on the Coughings, we definitely want to use Surf. In fact, it will make good use of our bag space using that full restore. All right. Rival 6, the actually does, like, the Blastoise does in fact have Blizzard. I only know this because I saw it on his moveset when we were playing with Groudon. Like, recently. Oh, really? Really? Oh my god, really? I get hit by a smoke screen and now... Oh, and I'm poisoned. Okay, well, you know. In the randomizer, the self-destruct is a victory. In a physical normal run, you should prepare for the self-destruct, so it is not a victory. Like, I know that every single time I play against Koga, he's going to have Weezing, and I need to prepare for the self-destruct. Whereas in the randomizer, any random Pokemon can have self-destruct, and if it's the last member on the team, then we can cheese it. But not, oh god, it's got double X attack. Oh, double X attack. All right, actually, you know what? I think I might have to go with Ice Beam. Clearly, our special is not, like, high enough. I could, in theory, also push back this battle until after Rival 6, which would also push back Erica even further, which I guess I'm fine with. Or we could just get a crit, you know, that works too. All right. Oh, right, we can't use strength, so there's no point in going to pick it up just yet. It'll make me forget about the rare candy later, and we don't want to forget about the rare candy. Alright, our bag space is looking pretty good. We're at 4 resets. We've actually put a lot of room for error, which I'm actually quite happy about. I like having room for error in the bag. It makes me feel good, because it means I have done a good job at using the bag. All right, you know what? I meant to pick the 7th floor. Not battle that guy with his 2 Cubones. Tenth floor. All right, Machoke has no special, so like we should be able to knock that out pretty easily. Unless I, of course, use Body Slam. And then Gen 1 miss a Surf. These things happen. Of course. They'll happen to anybody, but especially me. All right. Well, that was a mistake, but that's okay. Back to the 5th floor. All right. Make sure I grab the Hyper Potion for after the defeating of the rival. Use all of our stuff that we just picked up. All right, level 33 is quite low, now that I think about it. Okay, that was a crit, but I got a crit, so cool. That was kind of expected. I don't know why Surf is still last on my moveset. I think that happened because I never moved it around for the battle with Koga. Like, I moved it around every time for the battle with Koga, but I didn't need to. Okay, perfect. And we are within Hyper Potion healing range, so that's great. Make sure I grab the Lapras for strength. I don't necessarily think I need the Hyper Potion here, but I don't like the Drowsy. Like, I don't think I'm going to knock out the Drowsy in one hit. Yep, and I didn't. And that Drowsy can technically confuse you with Confusion, which, is a really low likelihood, but technically still possible. I don't know if that has... I don't think it has Hypnosis anymore. The one thing I prefer in Gens 1 and 2 over Gen 3 is the IVs in nature. You don't have to worry about the stats. I love that too. I love that so much. I love how not having to think about what Pokemon I'm battling all the time, which is just a thing that Speed has to worry about in Generation 3. It's just like every stat is like basically one stat. And I like that. And now that I think about it, I'm going to go ahead and do Koga now. I know technically Erica is still available to beat, but actually, I bet you I probably have an easier time defeating Sabrina now that I think about it. Oh, right. I beat him already. I'm so stupid. Wow. Boy. That just means that we're going to have a lot more room to fix things in the second run. Got to leave a little bit of room. Like when you guys do high school, what do you call it? Gym. When you do high school gym and you do all those tests at the beginning of the year, you purposely don't do the test perfectly. You leave a little bit of room that that if you don't improve at the end of the year, you could just go ahead and do it at the end of the year. For me, that was the Pacer. I sucked at the Pacer. I did like... I think at the beginning of the year, I would do like 15. At the end of the year, I'd do like 22. So that way, it looks like I improved, but I didn't. And then I was always happy when we did sit-ups. I think the maximum sit-ups were like 75 or whatever, and I always hit 75. I like sit-ups. They're really easy. I mean, to be fair, I'm not sure if it's cheating or not when you just like push yourself up like with your momentum. But that's what I did. It was basically, hey, let's just push my arms really, really fast to push me up to sit up. Yes, the Pacer test is the bleep test. I have heard it called that. It's the one that goes, bleep 2. And then you gotta run to the other side of the gym. Yeah. I was never great at push-ups. All right, with this extra special and extra levels from Blaine, I think we'll finally be ready for Erica. technically, I could probably beat Sabrina right now. But we'll go do Erica now. We should probably learn if we need to actually do Sabrina or not next run before Erica. Because, I mean, you saw at level, what was it? 33, I think? No, I don't think. I actually can't remember at all. Hold on. Let's just make sure this is definitely going to be a win. We only did half the damage on her last time, so let's make sure we win. Nope. You saw nothing. Okay, now we'll save. Yeah, they literally expect you to do better the second time. They don't care how bad you do the first time. Okay, well, Blizzard's easily knocking these out, so that's good. Oh, I do have an iron. I also have a calcium, apparently, too. Could have made that even easier. All right, now we go defeat Sabrina. And there's a cat walking across the screen. Unfortunately, his tail was lowered, so you didn't see it. All right. I don't know if Body Slam is technically the best move to use here, because if you guys notice that Surf is like almost double the power. Okay, well, it used Reflect. Okay, and then I got a crit. So we learned nothing. But we did learn that Sabrina is not a pushover, and that we should definitely make sure that we do not do her before Erica. Oh, that was close. I was looking at my inventory and I noticed I still have the gold teeth. All right, Lapras is only. Oh, Blaine is definitely going to be one of the earlier ones we do. Like, Blaine is just super easy. I know it looked like that last Blaine fight was close, but trust me, it was not close. Blaine had gotten a critical hit takedown, and it still only did about 3/4. Can we hit 40? Yeah, there we go, 40. Not that we need the damage rounding at all. All right. Doug Trio will probably be faster than us, so, you know, there is that. Doug Trio used something on me, and it looked like all of its moves were damaging moves except for Sand Attack, so I think I got Sand Attacked. Then again, my overlay doesn't say I have a -1 by HP, so I guess we weren't Sand Attacked? Growl. Okay. Oh, right. I did have a -1 in attack. All right. You know how I said we were looking like we're going to be doing a 52? We're ahead of 52. Like, we're not crazy ahead of 52, but we're definitely ahead of 52. I'm starting to think the faster text that's not instant is just that much, like, it's a big time save. Just the faster clicking, not faster text. Yeah, I think we're on pace for 48 right now. And 48, technically, I factored in at least one reset on the champion. If we're not factoring in a reset on the champion, I think we're on pace for 47. Oh, what do you know? A Ditto. It haunts me. I know I won and all, but, you know, Ditto is still very haunting. Did I just... Yeah. I was going to say, I just used Surf, didn't I? What? Are you serious? Okay. We're going to use them all before Lorelei anyways. We don't have any badge boosting moves, so, I mean, before Lorelei was the spot. All right. I guess technically it's not the spot, but, like... Oh, right. This is also where we're going to teach Hyper Beam. I don't foresee myself using a lot of Hyper Beams, but... You know, it is there. Any training? No, John Calibro. So what I like to do with the first run, second run thing is I like to not train as much as possible on the first run. That way I can see where I need the training on the next run. Because if I do training on the first run and then I decide to skip the training on the second run, then I might run into a brick wall I didn't see the first time. All right, perfect. Just got to make sure I buy those full restores at the end. Also heal. That happened once where I didn't heal. Definitely looks like we're still on pace for that 48 with no resets. 49 with a reset. Okay, perfect. Rest. We still have all of our elixirs too, so I mean, it's not like we need to worry about PP in the slightest. Not taking any chances. I'm definitely knocking out the... Okay. Okay. Oh, no. No, not like that. Not like that. I agree, Agatha could be problematic. I don't have any moves that are super effective against her. But to be fair, outside of like falling asleep, she doesn't really have that many moves that are effective against me either. Oh, wait. So I was actually never clear on how Scott cheated. Like, he just said that he cheated. I don't remember how. Like, can you explain to me what he did to cheat? Because I cheated multiple times by rewinding moves that I didn't, or that I shouldn't have learned, and also digging out of the cave once. I personally don't think that digging out of the cave is like a big cheat. I feel like digging out of the cave is like, hey, you just fucked up the entire run. Please don't do that. Oh, that was a crit. And the crit is going to get ruined by falling. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay, I'm still confused. Confused no more. Unfortunately, my badge boost is preventing me, or not, well, lack of badge boost is preventing me from knocking out 2 hits. His yellow run, the stats were higher special in the first. Oh, right. I don't really consider that too big of a cheat. That was you know, he gave us the run at the very beginning, and that just happens. Also, I just got one of the luckiest Agathas you could possibly have. I think I just didn't hit myself so many times. It's unfeasible how many times I just didn't hit myself. I want to say that I just didn't hit myself about 7 times. And of course, it comes on the first run which, you know, the first run is the run where I've got plenty of like problems and errors and we're learning ranges and all that good stuff with all the resets. So like, you know, this is the run where I just like, it's a throwaway run. Like we don't really care about the results of this run. And of course I get the lucky Agatha on this run. All right. Wow. Remember how I said 48? Boy, that was wrong. Man, faster clicking for the win. Am I right? Holy crap, that was a crit. And then I got a crit, so we learned nothing. Fantastic. We learned absolutely nothing. We don't know any ranges or anything to do with that Alakazam. All we know is it hurts. All right. Hyper Beam knocks out one hit. That's all we needed to know. I don't know why I didn't use Hyper Beam on the first one. That was my bad. I actually thought it would use Reflect, and I'm like, oh no, if it uses Reflect, it's going to get a free turn. Okay, 45-52. That is a pretty darn good first time. Do I think I can knock off 2 minutes off this run? No. Also, does this instantly put it at the top of my leaderboard? 45-52. Let's see. Oh, it's tied with Gengar. Interesting. So we're about to get a new first place. You know, the thing is, I just did Gengar like a month or two ago. Like, that's a pretty fast time for Gengar. But, you know, the faster clicking thing, man, it is so good. I cannot believe I didn't know about that. By the way, John Calibro, since you're here, I did not have the faster clicking for Speed's race. I could have knocked off probably 2 whole minutes off of Speed's race. I don't know if I won, but my final time was like 38 minutes or something like that. Like crazy. You know, it was the one where I had a soda pop at the very beginning. Like, imagine if I had the faster clicking, because I bet you the people who were really close to me probably had the faster clicking, and they probably known about it forever. Like, Speed said he knew about the faster clicking since Parasect, so every single race that we've ever done, Speed has had faster clicking than me. You're right. So if I think I can knock off 2 minutes, and this was a 45-50, then the over-under should probably be 44, because knocking off 2 minutes would basically be 43 something. All right, I'm going to hit the restroom, and then we are going to set this up real quick. But I will go ahead and set the over-under for the next one right now. How fast will I beat the champion? Second run with practice. Over 43 minutes. Under 43 minutes. Yes, I think the run will actually, in fact, go down to Agatha. I also think that a little bit can go down to Sabrina, but that's only because Sabrina's Venomoth is going to stun spore us every single time. Like, she's got good AI, and generally, I don't remember what type stun spore is, but like, it uses stun spore on most Pokemon. All right, so I will be right back. I'm gonna hit the restroom. Say hi to the cat. All right. Let's see. 2 votes, under 43. Man, you guys have a lot of faith that there is not going to be bad luck at all. All right, so let me go ahead and see. Oh, right. Speed said there was. Oh, Speed and Scott said there was a button combination in order to reset the game. Does anybody remember that button combination? I think it was like B select up on the main screen. Okay, so let's see. B select up. Up select B. Beautiful. Perfect. Well, that saves us some time. We don't have to reset anything. We don't have to reset game hook. We don't have to delete the save. Like, that saves a bit of time. That's nice. Alrighty then. So I think we should probably always go about and point out the things we learned. All right, and we'll look at the moveset too while we're here. So what did we learn? We learned that we should not do Erica early. We learned that Koga is also hard, although I do have a sneaking suspicion I could in fact teach Reflect, but the problem is I would have to teach Reflect over something else. Which I guess it could teach it over Ice Beam. I don't necessarily need Ice... I should say over. Teach it... Or teach Reflect instead of Ice Beam. Then teach Ice Beam afterwards. But I think it's just safer to just delay it and do Rival 5 first. Then do Koga afterwards. And then do Blaine. Get Blizzard, then do Erica, and then do Sabrina, and then the end. Was there any moveset changes that I want to make? Nope. I'm not seeing any moveset changes. Yeah, there's no way to make Koga easier. I think the Ice Beam Reflect thing could work. I'm not sure if I'm ballsy enough to try it. Like, that might be a hard strat to pull off. Oh, keep Hydro Pump. That's interesting. The problem is I would have to hit Hydro Pump on every Pokemon. And the question is, yes, you're right. Surf is not one-shotting the Coughings. Hydro Pump is... Ooh, let's see. It is 25 stronger than Surf, which probably would, in fact, knock out the Coughings. But then I'd also have to not teach Ice Beam again. Which I guess technically the only thing I'm doing before Koga is the tower. I don't think I need Ice Beam for the tower, so I think that works. So delay teaching Ice Beam. Keep Hydro Pump. Use Hydro Pump on Koga. The question is, do I use Hydro Pump on Koga after Rival 5? I think that still gives me the best chance. Which also means that I'm not going to have Ice Beam for Rival 5's Venusaur. So that's not good. I think we're going to have to try the do Koga early strat. But then they were taking even less damage. I was a lower level, weren't they? I don't think there's a good strat. Yeah, I think just arriving at Koga as high of a level as possible is probably just the way to go. All right, well, that's probably it. We'll just do the whole Sylph before arriving at Koga. Sounds like a plan. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Unfortunately, there's no way to make Agatha easier either. Mimic would not make any sort of difference whatsoever, so we don't need Mimic. All right, reset time. All right, and the nickname is going to be Shadow's nickname, which is Serpent. All right, and we don't start the timer until after we do the nickname. Which, by the way, if you think about it, is also another minute time save that a lot of people probably also don't do. I know Speed, in his Gen 3 runs, he has to start the timer after doing the whole nickname and an egg move thing, because he has to use another program to set the stats. That's kind of comparable. Also, Scott did point out that on instant speed, because the text actually moves so text moves instantly, the length of your name doesn't matter in for instant speed runs. All right, we still have to do all this early battling. I don't know if the rival 1A battle matters or not, but if it's the reason I don't hit level 23 for Surge, I don't want it to be that one battle I skipped. Oh, actually, I'm curious. Does anybody know who gives more XP? The Light Years Junior Trainer or Rival 1A? I think the Light Years Junior Trainer might give more XP than Rival 1A. You might want to do him instead. Because, I mean, the Rival's got level 9s, and the Light Years Junior Trainer, I think, has level 7s. Or we just don't do it at all. Screw it, we don't do it. Let's try minimum battles and no... What do you call them? No vitamins. As much as possible. Let's put Gyarados to its limits. Well, it's not necessarily that I need him, Axukari Sora. It's that I need to be level approximately 23 for Surge for damage rounding. Well, then again, I did use two Dragon Rages, so I guess technically the damage rounding didn't matter at all, because it essentially went down to, does Surge use Thunder Shock? Does Surge use Thunderbolt? If it uses Thunder Shock, I win. If it uses Thunderbolt, I lose. The question goes down to, did the speed matter? Like, did level 23 get me over the speed hump to outspeed the, Oh crap, I didn't grab Pokeballs. Okay, that's fine. We're right here. It's not as big of a deal as last time. Because Raichu is pretty fast. And, Gyarados is not known for its speed. I think it's like 80 speed, so don't get me wrong. Gyarados is, in fact, fast. Boy, all these things with quick attack, man. Like, look at that. That's a critical hit quick attack. That's annoying. You have 52 speed when you face Raichu. You would need to be level 25 to outspeed it, but Surge can fluke the fight. Wait, so you're telling me I didn't outspeed the Raichu and it used 2 attacks and it chose to only use Thunder Shock once? That doesn't seem... Are you serious? The 10% Jigglypuff. Oof. I find it difficult that Surge had 2 opportunities to attack me. I feel like I saw it use Thunder Shock once. I mean, he always does use that at X speed. I mean, I could have just not noticed. But if what you're telling me is true and I don't outspeed, then Surge might be like a bigger deal, and 43 minutes might not be good enough. Also, I don't know why, but I just didn't attack that Zubat, which could be a problem. Gotta use the Dragon Rages to get some XP. Also, I don't know if you're noticing, but like my encounter luck is very different this time. I'm gonna be a lower level because of all these lower encounters. Oh, you're right. I did get the para. Oh. I mean, technically the para is a 35% chance. I mean, it is likely that it is about to happen. The question is, how often is Surge going to use Thunder Shock and I get a para? Yeah, that is unfortunate. Like, Pikachu learns Thunder Wave, but Raichu doesn't. So, like, Raichu's going to use Thunder Shock or Thunderbolt. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts around it. Yep, I think I had about 2 fewer encounters here because I had just that many more Dragon Rages for that final battle. Oh, also no Paris. Scott told me, though, I should consider the Bellsprout. Bellsprout has a higher % chance of spawning. I believe he said that what's his name? The Sandshrew has got a 15% spawn rate, and the Bellsprout has a 30% spawn rate. So if I just wait to go do Bellsprout, it'll be better. All right. If you guys don't know where I'm talking about the moment you leave the underground passage. There are Bellsprout over there. The underground passage with the full restore. Alright, I actually think I did pretty lucky on this rival battle last time. I think they're all above 40 HP. Also, it survived a Hydro Pump last time. You guys survive a Hydro Pump this time? Okay, you know, I'll take a critical hit. Oh, I was really hoping Bite would work. Save some PP. I actually want to keep more Dragon Rages